Hi everyone. Today I have a lovely lady with me who will talk about her experiences abroad. Hi Liliane,
Hi,
welcome.
thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity and, and that you will share your experience with us.
It's my pleasure.
First of all, for what company did you work? What was your job? And in which country
Did I work?
did you work?
Well, my name is Liliane Adriaenssens. I am a Flemish girl from Boortmeerbeek.
Yeah.
And I was working for Xerox in Belgium.
Mm.
And I was sent, I asked to be sent to Greece for the Olympics in 2004. I went to Greece on the 2nd of January 2002, and I stayed until the 31st of October 2004 after the Olympics. So it was almost 3 years. And I had my apartment, my car, my plane tickets and everything paid by a company. And why I went over there? Well, because Xerox at that time was one of the 10 head sponsors.
Yeah.
And we had arrangements with the Olympic Committee that we were delivering about 500 machines everywhere, every time.
Yeah.
And that we had also the people working with them around these machines, around these different sites. And we also had a publishing center where I was the manager of, with students who were working there to publish all the information, all the reports from the Olympic Committee to the outside world and in between the colleagues, because we were there with a group international people coming from Australia, from USA, from Europe, Spain, Germany, Belgium, Greece, everywhere. Yeah. So it was an international community. Like always, they are working with the Olympic Committee together to make it happen. Yeah. So we don't build the different sites, but we're working with these people together to see whether there's electricity and enough cabling to do our job.
Yeah. Wow, interesting. You also lived there in Greece for 3 years.
Yes.
So it's was it easy to meet people?
Oh yes.
There?
Oh yes.
So the locals or
yeah,
other expats like you?
Yeah. Well, we had, let's say that Greece is a country in the south of Europe. Yeah. So people are very open, enthusiastic, smiling all the time. And that was a part of them were locals who I met in the office because they were working there, or in the shops I visited to have my vegetables or my fruit or my bread. And then we had the international community. Like I told you before, they were worldwide, from Australia, from the States, from Europe, everywhere. And all these people, all this international community is, let's say, is used to work with other people. Yeah. So everybody is open-minded, very friendly. We try to help each other. Yeah. It was a beautiful experience.
Good. And was there also work-life balance? And how you experienced that?
Yes. So well, let's say that in the south of Europe, you have people react differently. Here in Belgium, I worked for 40 years. There is always a kind of stress. Yeah. And in Greece, people they work, but they take it differently. They are not stressed from the morning to the evening. They can laugh, they can talk together, they can drink coffee, very important. So for me, it was not an adaptation. For me, it was a welcome difference, and it made work and life very, very good.
Yeah. So you don't had that much issues?
No difficulties to adapt myself. It went very well. Yeah. It was like I was like they say that I had some parents from me that they come from the south, because I was introduced to them, and it was from the beginning we had a click and it worked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not the same like the Americans with the Greek people because they had some troubles. The Americans, they say, I want this now, immediately. And the Greek people, they say, yeah, well, you can have it tomorrow, avrio. And that could be a week later.
Yeah.
But if you have the necessary chocolates with you, or the necessary smile and the comprehension, you can ask whatever you want. They will do it for you immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
But don't say now. They don't like it.
Okay. And what about the role of women and men in society? Were the men higher or?
No. In Greece, normally it's like Italy. It's la mamma. It's the woman. At first sight, you say, oh, she's quiet, but when she's turning around, she will say to her husband, no, I want this like this, and the husband will say yes.
Yeah.
The woman has more to say
Yeah.
in Greece
Yeah.
than in Belgium, I think. But in Belgium we are perhaps a little bit equal.
Yes.
But in Greece, normally the women, they can say what they want. They say it will be happening like that.
Yeah.
So they are not under the man is under the woman,
Yeah.
I think.
And then we have working abroad. Was there a different business culture? So the way how they
A
work?
little bit, because they have another reaction to the business, because they are a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
But don't forget, we had an international community was working there.
Yeah.
So we were in a group, let's say we had a meeting with 20 people, and in this group of 20 people there were perhaps 2 Greek, all the rest was international.
Yeah.
So there wasn't any difference between the business that you did there than you did here. I think it's about the same, because we were international. We were used to work like this.
Yeah, with different people and
Yeah. There was no, if you had, let's say, in the beginning I was there, I had sometimes a meeting with only Greek people. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But when you have an international community, you have to adapt the rules to everybody.
Yeah.
So there are general rules that I was used to as working for Xerox. We were working with the Americans, so we knew how it worked.
Yeah.
And no, there was not much difference.
So you don't had that much adapting problems.
No,
So-
no. No, on the contrary.
Yeah.
It was easygoing, as long as you have people that want to work together. They are there for a purpose. They need to work together. It's not whether you want or not, you need, because you have to be able to put the Olympics together. The buildings, the people, the machines, everything.
Yeah.
So you had to work together, and for me there was nothing. I don't think there were any adaptations for the other people either.
And what about the lifestyle? For example, going out, dinnering with each other.
Oh, that was good, very good in Greece. And as you know, the sun is shining there most of the time. Everybody went out in the evening, at night, at daytime, in the weekend. It was beautiful, better than here in Belgium, because now winter is beginning, and it's dark and it's cold.
Yeah.
So in Greece, you could go for a coffee on a terrace all year, and they take you. They pick me up. They say, okay, tonight we're going to eat and we're going to see the sunset. I say, okay. So you are on the side of the sea and you see the sun coming down, and a lot of Greek people are sitting on the side and they say, oh.
Yeah.
And then another night we went up to the mountain around Athens with a bottle of wine, a few glasses, and I say, okay, what are we going to do here? And then suddenly you came on top of it and you saw cars and bicycles and everything, and all the people were sitting down to see the sun going down in the evening in Athens at Piraeus airport. So it was amazing. It was beautiful.
A cozy moment.
Yeah, really.
And what was the most shocking experience you had?
If you can say shocking, I remember that, well, the things that were shocking me, is that there were, in the beginning I was there, the city was full of dogs. You cannot say that wild dogs, but there were dogs, gangs of dogs, 6 to 10 dogs together,
Yeah.
walking in the streets. They didn't look at you, they just passed. In the beginning I was very afraid, but they pass you, they don't look at, they're looking for food.
Yeah.
So they are looking in the trash cans and everywhere, but it was really not a nice view. In the
Yeah.
center of Athens,
Yeah.
where you had the streets, the shopping centers, everywhere, dogs and dogs. So I was glad that at a certain moment they took them away. Sorry, but they finished them. I think it was necessary because there were so many everywhere.
Yeah.
That was for me a little bit shocking to see that happening. All these gangs of dogs in the center of the city.
Yeah.
And it was, let's say that these dogs were not well fed or not well treated, so they had a lot of insects on their skin, and
Yeah.
sometimes you saw them
Yeah.
crawling all over.
Yeah.
So no, that was a very, very bad experience.
At last, would you do it again?
Oh yes, immediately.
Yeah.
And for even a much more long time,
Yeah.
long period, I could say 5 years, 6 years, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was really a very, very good experience. I say to the students, go abroad, take advantage of the possibilities you have to work or to live abroad for 6 months even, and you will learn a lot. To be, let's say, a sort of open experience to the world.
Yeah.
You have to do this.
Okay.
Very important.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Lydia.
My pleasure.